Hi, everyone, and welcome to your new moon and Taurus reading. We are going to go through each zodiac sign by rising sign and then sun to see where it is you can plant new seeds for manifestation. And we're going to do a pick a card reading at the end with two piles so that maybe if what came up with your rising or sun sign doesn't resonate at the moment, or it's something you've already worked on, as I say, you can be a busy beaver, keener beaver, and overachiever and do this along with whatever was mentioned, or you can do it in place of. It's totally up to you. But let's get started here. Taurus's key phrase is I have. So, what does this mean and where is it going to show up in your life this new moon cycle, and how can you use it to your advantage for planting those seeds for manifestation? Okay, let's talk about Taurus energy. It is a slow and steady energy, or steady Eddie, so to speak, and it is very loyal. It can also be productive, determined, practical, loves planning, gathering facts and understanding them, and then moving on to the next step. Another thing about Taurus energy is that motivation is centered on resources and the best way to use them. So, in other words, it's centered a lot on money and possessions, for example, and how to use them with a plan, right? How to make more money, how to gain more. Okay. Now, there is a word of caution here about Taurus energy, and that is that sometimes the determination go to the extreme and stubbornness results. Okay. And there's a real lack of flexibility for change. So just be mindful of those shadow attributes in Taurus energy. So now that we know what it is, let's take a look at where it's going to show up for each zodiac sign. I would suggest, as always, watching for your rising sign first, as it will resonate the most. But if you don't know your rising sign, you can watch for your sun sign again on your natal chart to find out what your rising sign is. You do need an exact birth time. Okay. And if you want to book a personalized new moon reading based on your very own birth chart with me, I have a link to my website in the description box. Hi, Taurus. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Taurus, your very own energy is going to be focused in the first house, which has to do with all things me, myself, and I, and how you see or identify yourself, as well as your physical appearance, your image, how others see you, and how you come across to others. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Aries. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Aries, this Taurus energy will be in the second house and will be focused on the things that have to do with your money, earned income, financial responsibility, personal property and possessions, your core values, and how you value yourself. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Pisces. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Pisces, this Taurus energy will be in the third house and will be focused on the things that have to do with communication, how you think, learn, share, and express yourself, as well as your siblings and extended family and your immediate surroundings or community. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Aquarius. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Aquarius, this Taurus energy will be in the fourth house and will be focused on the things that have to do with your home, family, ancestry, nurturing yourself and others, inner emotions, and security. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Capricorn. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Capricorn, this Taurus energy will be in the fifth house and will be focused on the things that have to do with fun, creativity, hobbies, your children, sports, entertainment, dating, romance, and passionate love affairs. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Sagittarius. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Sagittarius, this Taurus energy will be in the sixth house and will be focused on your daily routine, your work, your job, service to others, duties and obligations, and your health and wellness. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Scorpio. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Scorpio, this Taurus energy will be in the seventh house and will be focused on legal affairs, contracts, and negotiations. Your one to one relationships with people like your spouse or significant other, family, friends, colleagues, partners in business, clients, and harmony, fairness, and justice. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Libra. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Libra, this Taurus energy will be in the eighth house and will be focused on the things that have to do with transformation, death, and rebirth, joint finances, other people's money, debts, inheritance, what is hidden below the surface, and what is considered taboo. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Virgo. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Virgo, this Taurus energy will be in the ninth house and will be focused on the things that have to do with spirituality, religion, belief systems, higher education, studying and learning, philosophy, and long distance travel. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting new seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Leo. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Leo, this Taurus energy will be in the 10th house and will be focused on the things that have to do with your career, ambition, responsibility, reputation, what you are known for, and how you are making your mark on the world. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Cancer. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Cancer, this Taurus energy will be in the 11th house and will be focused on the things that have to do with your friends, social circles, support systems, networks and alliances, humanitarianism, and technology. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Gemini. New moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting new seeds and wishes for manifestation. And for you, Gemini, this Taurus energy will be in the 12th house and will be focused on the things that have to do with the unconscious mind, your intuition, imagination, dreams, spirituality, solitude, self reflection, healing, the hidden or unseen, and the mystical and magical. It also has to do with escapism, withdrawal, addictions, and self sabotage. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to planting seeds and wishes this new moon and Taurus cycle. And if you need to review what the Taurus energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the second part of your new moon and Taurus reading, which is the pick a card. So we're talking about manifestation, planting the seeds so that you can nurture them, watch them grow into something that you want to bring into your life that serves purpose for you, okay? So we have two piles, pile one with the Labradorite heart and pile two with the black obsidian heart. What I want to say is that this pick a card can be in addition to what you want to manifest this new moon in Taurus. You've already listened to your rising sign and your sun sign, and maybe you've already worked on that. So you could do this instead, or you can do what's suggested here in these piles in addition to. Totally up to you. So let's get going. See you in your reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile one or this beautiful Labradorite heart crystal. This is going to be your pick a card. We're going to do overall energy. We are also going to do live tarot oracle cards at the end. So overall energy for what else can you work on manifesting this new moon in Taurus? What energy? North Node, your life's purpose. Now, two of these cards come out, so I want to say, or sorry, not two of these little ones came out. We have conjunction, we have Atlas, and then we have this card, not very good with the pronunciation, so there you can see that. Okay, I will read it after. Okay, and then we have Aries, Virgo, Aquarius, and waning moon. Okay. So overall energy, what I want to say here is, I think the message they're trying to give you is it's time to get on your life's path, or on the path of your life's purpose. Okay. It was funny. I was talking about, I don't know if it was in another reading. It may have been in the full moon in Scorpio reading, where I was talking about Capricorn, right? Not Capricorn, but Saturn that rules Capricorn. And what I want to say is the North Node is a choice. You get to choose whether you get onto your life's purpose, your life's path in this lifetime for yourself. Saturn, not a choice, because Saturn will keep bringing those life lessons to you over and over and over again until you learn them. And if it goes into another lifetime, then that's exactly what it will do. I like to think of, let's all get on board with Saturn, okay? But North Node is a choice. And I think it's a choice everyone should make, but that's just me. So let's read these cards. We have, do not hold on to the endings. Your pain will fade as your garden flourishes. So as you continue, or as you go on the journey of your North Node, your life's purpose, you know what? The pain's going to fade. as you flourish, okay? And with this card, there is a map inside your heart. May you one day realize you are both the seeker and the guide. Ooh, I love that. That could be a hint as to what your North Node is. Now, you can find your North Node in your birth chart or natal chart. I'm going to give you just some very quick tips on that. One, when you do your natal chart or birth chart, you need your exact birth time. Why is that important? Because some people think, oh, it's not important, or, oh, I was born around this time. No, it's important that it's specific. Oh, well, I was born at 9:30, okay, for example. And that's great. 9:30 puts you at 90 or 29 degrees and 58 minutes of Aquarius. Well, if you had been born at 9:35, that means you would have jumped then into Pisces and into a different house. So it is that important. I hope that makes sense. Now, for your North Node purposes, you can find out where your North Node is. You just won't be able to read the additional information based on house placement, okay? But I always want to say that to people because they will argue and argue as an astrologer, and I do this. Well, you know, what difference does it make if I was born at 9:30 or 9:35? Well, it could make a lot of difference in what we're going to read for you and who you are. So just always keep that in mind, please and thank you. Okay, enough of my preachy about the astrology. It's kind of funny. It's my only one pet peeve about it, you guys. But I know this is about a pick a card, so let's get into that. Conjunction, working together. That's when you have two planets within a certain amount of degrees of one another, and they work together. They work in conjunction, okay? They work in harmony. They complement one another. We have unity, autonomy, individuation, inner self, self-motivation, concentration, personal interests, okay? But here we are talking about the seeds that you can plant for yourself. And I think you need to be planting, or what they're asking you to start working on is your North Node on your life's purpose. You need to believe in yourself, okay? You need to have the courage to step out onto this path. You need to trust in the universe that where you're going is that the path they're putting you on is the right one for you, okay? And where they're leading you down the path, because there's going to be forks in the road. But I always say when there's forks in the road, if you are on your path and you're listening to your intuition, you're listening to God's source universe, there is no wrong path. It's only good and good, or as I like to say, maybe good or better and excellent. But no matter how or which fork you decide to go down, it's going to be good for you. But if you're not on your path, that isn't necessarily the case, because it's going to be all about lessons, in my opinion. Now, I like this card, Waning Moon. What do you need to release? So this is just a question for you to ask yourself as I love this Virgo digest, as you're digesting all of this. What's holding me back from going down my North Node, my life's purpose, my life path? Because something may be holding you back. So you need to maybe release and let that go so that you can plant the seeds and nurture them and take care of them so that you are growing into who it is and where it is that you're supposed to be going this lifetime. It's a very simple message, you guys. I took most of it up with my rant about the astrology, but this has to do with astrology and it has to do with North Node, and it's very important that, you just understand that, because I don't want you, I'm like, hey, if you're going to better yourself, is there really a wrong way to do it? No. However, if you want to know your truth, life's purpose, and your true North Node, then please take that astrology info to heart. Now, what I want to do here, because this is very straightforward. Look, Virgos want to do everything to the best of their ability. I do want to say, though, be careful of the shadow side of that, which is really grasping onto that perfection and not being able to let go of it, okay? So that is where you just need to have trust in the universe. But you're able to discern, you're able to then digest what is important and what is not as you're traveling down this path. You're going to be believing in yourself, doing it with courage. You've already figured out what it is that you need to let go of so you can start. You need to know that as you venture on it, the pain or anything that you have like that is going to diminish. And you're going to realize, I love this, that you are both the seeker and the guide. So it's like wanting to get that information, wanting to learn, and then being able to navigate yourself with trust that the universe is not going to let you wander off in the wrong direction, okay? That's for some of you. And with Virgo too, it's just, it's wanting to learn, it's wanting to take in, it's wanting to do what's right for yourself. And this is just a conjunction to me, is talking of you and the universe working together, you and God, you and Source, whomever it is for you, working as a conjunction, being two planets that are sitting side by side or right on top of one another, less than 5 degrees apart, we'll say, right? Like really close, working together. I really love this. Let's get into some tarot for confirmation, clarification of anything that's on the table or additional guidance. Okay, let's go here for that. Oh, well, 3 come out right away. Perfect. We have celebration. I'm putting that here at the end, which to me is just 4 of Wands. It's going to be successful. And with 4 of Wands, I also feel it's going to be balanced. You're going to feel balanced in your life. It's a new beginning, and that's why. And judgment, action. Okay, so let's read these. Let's read these out now. So what do they want to say? Well, with judgment is, one, don't be hard on yourself. You know, if you realize, oh my God, I was definitely not on my path, or I wasn't doing my life's purpose, that's okay. You guys, that's okay. Don't be hard on yourself about this. Maybe you can incorporate that in somehow, right? Maybe you were because you weren't sure, or you really weren't working towards it. You were doing these things that were leading you towards your life purpose. Maybe think of it that way, okay? But it's time to take action nonetheless. This is the time, all right? And it's a new beginning. Starting off on your life's purpose. This is my life's purpose. One of my one of the purposes for this lifetime for me is to help raise the consciousness of the collective, right? So it's by doing these types of readings, by saying to people, you know what, it's time to plant the seeds, this new moon in Taurus, to start on your life path. It doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are, okay? But by me doing these readings, I have a business. This is something I do on the side for free of charge in order to help people move along their path, to help people ascend, right? To help people find new beginnings in their lives. And that's what this is for you. This will be a new beginning. And I was unaware of this. I mean, I always, for example, knew I loved to help people. I even always had like inside sales, customer service jobs. I also worked in quality and training for different companies. So you can see that that was always something I liked to do. So I was heading in the direction of that, but not until I started with astrology did I really understand it, and was able to then take different courses and read different books and go to different seminars and really learn, wow, this is how I need to, you know, go about it. And yeah, so that's, you know, that just, if that resonates with you, great. I tell my story sometimes. I don't in every video, so I know if I do, it's because someone's listening that maybe needed to hear that. But just know in the end, you are going to be balanced, and you're going to find success if you choose to plant the seeds to start down your life's purpose and journey now. So let's get one other card, because this is all about planting the new seeds, right? Okay, we had drop out here. I let go, I release, I am within perfect possibility. Well, that doesn't need to have anything else said about it. I let go, I release. We had down here, what do you need to release? Okay, I am within perfect possibility. You absolutely are. I want to get one more for some reason in here. I don't know why. Sometimes it just, there's something else that needs to come out. Oh, I let go of the anxieties of others. Yes, you're stepping on your path, your journey. This isn't about other people, okay? It's about you. All right, so new moon in Taurus, all about new beginnings, right? Starting new things, planting new seeds, manifesting this for yourself. Overall, what do we have here is for our ending pile one. I love this. And again, I apologize for my little rant there at the beginning, but maybe someone needed to hear that. Oh, if this is not perfect assessing, okay? This was digesting up here, but look at her in a hot air balloon with the telescope. Is that what it's called? Yes. Looking out like, all right. It's almost like saying, okay, universe, trusting in the universe, God source. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm up in my hot air balloon. Let me seek. Let me find. And what did we have here about seeker? That you're going to be the seeker and the guide, you guys. Pile one, that's it. So thank you so much. If you like this, oh, I didn't even see that this one came out. Oh, you guys, look. Resistance. And it fell down here with what do you need to release? Well, there's another message for you. I didn't even see that one. I didn't even feel it either, that it had fallen out. Let go of the resistance. Okay? Holding on so tightly. It's like I am going to, yeah, let go of resistance. Do you know what? And the fact that this is, oh my God, this is so perfect. The fact that this is all earth, it's like you were just grabbing onto the earth and you were like, no way, I'm not going to let my hot air balloon go up so that I can try to find my path. I love this. I love this for you, pile one. Okay, so again, please comment, please like. It helps to get my videos pushed out if I have people interacting with my content. Also, we call it the algorithm, but that word sometimes just bothers me, so I'm going to say my content. And if you're interacting with me, it sees that and pushes my videos out to more people. If you like the way I read or the messages, I also do energy readings. I do my new and full moon readings. I even do some channel messages. If you want to check them out, please subscribe to my channel. Again, it's all about the growth. And if you feel that someone needs to hear this message in your life, or a friend or someone you know, please share it with them because they may take a little nugget out of this. And again, for me, this is all about, like I said, I have my business where I do mediumship, astrology, card reading for clients. This is what I do free of charge as part of my North Node, as part of my life purpose. So, and I even learned something out of these readings. So it's growth for everyone. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate your time, and I will see you next month for your full moon reading. Bye-bye. Hi, pile two, or those of you who chose this black obsidian heart. This is the second part, the pick a card reading for the new moon in Taurus. So it's all about planting new seeds for manifestation. We're going to do an overall energy. We're then going to do, let me get my tarot cards back over, live tarot at the end. As well as a couple of other oracles. So we want to talk about planting new seeds for manifestation this new moon in Taurus. This can be in addition to what you heard in your rising or sun sign, or in place of, totally up to you. Okay? Moon, soul. Ooh, full moon. This is a very moony reading for a new moon in Taurus. Full moon. Pluto, two cards come out, so I take them both, and two of these little cards come out. We have, this is the name, I cannot pronounce it, but it says, witness your desires blossom and expand when you simply ask for what your soul demands. Oh my heavens, soul, right there, okay? And I'm not sure the name of that. It says, great things follow those who dare descend to the depths of their existence, which is your soul, the moon, Pluto, Scorpio, 8th house, going deep. Okay. Ooh, there is definitely a message here for what it is that you want to manifest and plant seeds for. Let's get some more information. So right off the bat, before we even get into these cards, I just want to go back here. And we've kind of, I already said it, but this is really talking about soul, going deep, right? What does your soul demand? Emotionally, what do you need in your life? We have here full moon, blessings, achievement, harvest, energy peak, okay? And it's funny, harvest. And here is like harvest, right? You reap what you sow. What I'm hearing is if you are planting seeds, I don't think this is going to be specific. I think this is going to be more general, but hear it out. Because it's going to be different for everyone, and that's why. But sometimes it'll give you like some really like specific, but for some reason, this is all about the moon, your soul. What's, and with Pluto here, it's transformation. And that's the reason you're going to plant the seeds, right? Transformation. You want to change. You want to grow. Rebirth, renewal. You want to go in a different way. You want to follow what it is that your soul wants. And some of you are probably saying, well, how in the heck would I know what my soul wants? Well, moon, Cancer, intuition. You're going to listen to your intuition. New moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. Bring love into the situation, or maybe we could say to help you with the decision. Understanding you reap what you sow. So if you're not bringing good things in that are nurturing your soul, then good things aren't happening. Solar calm, clarity or clarify. But I'm also going to say clarity because that came out for a reason too. Your soul, I want to say, is going to be very clear about what it is that it needs. And you probably already do have an inkling. We just fight against it at times as human beings who don't want to do the work, that don't want to plant the seeds and then have to nurture them and watch them grow. We want everything to happen in an instant at the snap of a finger. I'm a finger snapper in my videos, everyone. So, that's what we want. But for you, pile 2, I really feel the message is you need to dig deep. You need the full moon. Think of full moon, right? This is a new moon in Taurus, yes, which is dark. You don't see it. Full moon illuminates everything. So I believe the message here that they're giving, what's coming in, what they're trying to say is, if you follow your intuition, if you can get calm with yourself so that you can see clearly and clarify what it is that your soul needs, if you can go into Cancer energy, nurturing yourself, the emotion, into Virgo energy, understanding that you reap what you sow, so that when you're feeding your soul, it's like feeding your body, right? You feed your body good, it's good. You feed your body junk, you feel bad. It's the same idea. Same, your soul, it's the same thing. Bringing love, maybe it's self-love to yourself. It's going to be different for everyone because you are going to have to go within and figure out what it is that your soul needs. But I'm going to go over these cards again. Witness your desires blossom and expand when you simply ask for what your soul demands. And you're going to go to divine, to source, God, universe, and you're going to say, look, I've gone deep. I've illuminated what it is in my life that I need, what I need to be in, to bring in, to serve my highest good, but I'm going to need some help with that. Can you please help me? Can you help me here, Libra, find the balance? And they are going to help you. That is what they're here for. That's what I'm hearing right now in my head. It's a very clear message just came in, which was, that's what we're here for. We are here to help you nurture yourself for soul growth. Pile 1 was about your north node. Maybe you want to check out pile 1, okay? Check out pile 1 because that's your soul purpose, your life path, this lifetime. It's not Saturn and life lessons. I do touch on that in pile 1, which you may want to listen to. But yeah, it's kind of they're going along the same theme here for both, just in different ways. But I really feel like you need to get calm. I think of these as your chakras, right? Aligned. You need to get that balance. I'm going back to the Libra again. And here, great things follow those who dare descend to the depths of their existence. When you get on path, when you're going in flow in your life, when you're nurturing your soul, mind, body, spirit, when you're able to go down deep and figure out what it is that you need, abundance will come to you in whatever way, shape, or form that will be for you. Okay, that's the main message, pile 2. Like I said, if you want to check out pile 1, please do. Let's get some tarot here for confirmation, clarification of what's on the table or additional guidance. Okay, out came this card. And it is the moon. Oh my heavens. They are driving this home. I love this when I get to say this in messages. There is someone or people in pile 2 here who need to hear this moon needing to go in and feed your soul. Because they will just keep bringing cards out no matter what deck it is. To just keep going at it over and over and over again. So this is important. Misinterpretation, maybe right now in your life, you think you're feeding your soul. This is them telling you, not really. You know, you may be doing okay, but there's more you could do. Or absolutely you're not feeding your soul at all. You're feeding your mind and your ego, but you're not feeling your soul, your heart, your intuition, your being, okay? You're doing what feels good, but not necessarily what is good for yourself. Feels good in the moment, which makes you think it's good, okay? That's the message that came out. These 2 just dropped out, or 3. Oh my gosh, or 4 or 5, okay. I'm going with the order they came in. So they're saying no more misinterpretation. It's time to go within. It's time to attune to the divine. It's time to bring love. It's time to go deep. It's time to illuminate, right? And even here with the sun, I want to say, look at it illuminating. It's time to shine a light on it, everyone. It's time for introspection. It's time to walk away from what it is that's no longer serving you, because this is about new moon manifestation and bringing in what does. It's no longer time for insecurity. I think some of these come out in the last full moon reading too, some of these exact same cards, all right, for releasing and letting go. So maybe you watch that pile and now you're here at the new moon and they're like, all right, you still need to work on this. You need to let this stuff go so that you can start manifesting here. Because you are the magician, okay? When we're working with soul, mind, body, spirit, all of our chakras in alignment, that in alignment, our intuition, our thoughts, our mind, our heart, all working together. We have the skill, we have the ability to manifest, and that's what we're talking about. Whatever it is that we need in our life, but we need to be clear with it. We need to have direction. We need to know what it is that we want and need. And then we make it happen for ourselves. And then we have the second card, okay? If there's 2 cards in a deck, well, maybe there's 3 good ones. I'm going to say the, oh my gosh, the High Priestess come out too, but that's more about seeing, right? But if there are 2 manifestors in a deck, it's the Magician and the Empress. And the Empress, moon soul, right? The Empress, nurturing, caring, rebirthing. You know, she's the mother, she's the nurturer. And these 2 cards want to let you know, okay, they come out, God, Source, Universe, to let you know that you have the ability to plant these seeds. I mean, the Empress is she's not a queen, she's the Empress. So the queen of planting seeds, nurturing, and watching them grow. So this is them telling you that you can do this. This is them telling you, confirming you have it within you. Even if you think that you don't, you do. You have the power within yourself to manifest what is good for you and what will benefit you in your life in the long run. Plain and simple. You may need to get on board with that fact, right? You may need to get on board with that fact, but this is them telling you, then get on board with that fact, because you most certainly can do this. Absolutely. And now is the time. Use this new moon energy, new moon in Taurus. It's a nice grounded energy, right? To really, in Taurus, it's also, Taurus is about let's just go back at the beginning of the video. I'm going to talk about Taurus energy. You can go back and listen to that. But also Taurus is about your values, your inner values, okay? What it is that you value in your life. So in other words, what feeds your soul would be another way to look at that. Okay, let's get one of these little oracle cards. Then we'll get an overall energy, and then we will be done. Okay. I am courageous and powerful. Yes, you are. Forget that. They're going right. It's going right here. You are the magician. You are the Empress. Doesn't mean male, female. It's energy. Masculine, feminine energy. You pull on both of them. Do not discriminate here. Pull on both of these. You need both of them. And for whatever reason, the other one too, I just felt like I needed another card out of here. I feel like there's just something else that needs to come out. And there it, oh, well, you got two more. I am curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. Oh, my heavens. That's what all of this is talking about. Yes. Understanding yourself, understanding what your soul needs. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Again, once you figure out what was it you need to go in, you need to clarify. No more misinterpreting what you think it is. You go to the divine, understanding you reap what you sow. All of this ties in, right? Once you know, once you ask, you're working with God, source, universe here, right? It says attuned to the divine. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. That's all they want you to do. That's all they want you to do, pile 2, is to be willing to plant the seeds and act upon what it is that you need. You need to go in and figure it out for you, what it is that your soul wants and what is going to literally nourish it. You know, we talk about nourishing your body all the time, as in food, fuel, but you also need to nourish your soul. Peace. Oh. That's a beautiful card. I mean, just to look at it, it's a beautiful card. When you nourish your soul, this is you. This is you. I almost feel teary. Oh, this is what you get. Beautiful. Okay, I got to stop myself from almost crying here. That is gorgeous. Anyway, pile 2. Before I turn into a big ball baby, which I am. And I don't have any problem calling myself a ball baby. I do it with love because I'm a crier. But anyway, look, that is a beautiful message. So if you like this message, if you resonate with it, oh, I'm still just feeling overwhelmed. Okay, pulled myself together, everybody. All right. You know, being vulnerable. I think maybe this is a message for some people, just being able to feel your emotions. Maybe that is it for some of you. I don't know, but I normally don't sit and get half crying on my videos. So for whatever reason, I mean, I think this is just beautiful, but maybe it struck me in that way to show you something. I'm not sure. Anyway, if you like this, if you resonate, please hit the like button. I ask that you do. It helps to get my content out there. We know all about that A word, algorithm. Uh, but, you know, if you're interacting by liking and by commenting and talking to others, you know, it helps push the video out because it shows that you like the content. And if you do, please subscribe because that helps as well. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, someone in your life, a friend, family member, whoever it is, coworker, partner, spouse, please share it with them. Again, sharing helps. But this is more about sharing the message, okay? Because I really want for these messages to get out. Like I said to you in the beginning, I have my job. This is part of, or maybe I didn't. I don't know if I did. I won't know until I go back to look over this before I post it. But in case I didn't, this is all about me giving back, doing what my soul needs to do, walking on my North Node, my life's purpose, my life's path this lifetime is to share with the collective. Okay, and to bring out messages like this to help you do better for yourself, to learn about yourself. And this is what I do as my free service or as my pro bono, but literally as my no charge, right? Because I have my clients that I work with that I do privately. And this is what I do for everyone to see. So I want this to reach as many people as possible. That's the whole goal, the whole purpose of it all. So please help me do that. And you do that by liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you guys for always coming back and watching these videos. There is a small handful of you who do, and I really, really appreciate it. But let's grow this. Let's get it out to more people. So thank you so much. I will see you for your full moon reading next month. Bye-bye.